Yo, what's going on, everybody? My name is Jay Clues, and today we're going to be reacting to Gunna, The Last One. Now, Gunna's been one of my favorite rappers for quite a while now. He just puts out some really great music. Like, I can always count on Gunna to drop an amazing album. And I gotta be honest with you, man. Fuck what Young Thug says, even though I really fuck with Thug. I don't care how many times he tweets about how Young Thug is a snitch. I do not care at all. I am an innocent civilian who does not commit crimes, man. All I care about is the music. Look, I'm not gonna waste your time, man. If you enjoy the content, make sure you give it a like and comment down below your thoughts on this album. And if you really rock with me, man, go ahead and subscribe. And if you really rock with me, go ahead and sign up for the Patreon. Early access to all the videos, full and uncut album reactions. But hey, just you watching the video really means a lot to me. Now, with all that said, without further ado, let's get into the reaction. All right, we got track one, which is Many Nights.
Protecting my soul, praying on my knees so many nights. Birds right outside this runs, terrorized. You make it out.
You know what, man? Gunna's becoming one of those artists since his last two projects where the intro track is one of those, like, you can expect an amazing intro track from Gunna. I know we're only we're only 30 seconds in, right? But the intro tracks from Gunna are low-key something to look forward to all the time now.
Build another brand, shit big as Calvin Klein. Better watch me close, you don't wanna mastermind.
It does give you that cold night feeling to this song. Yo, I'm just here vibing, man, catching a vibe.
Build a new foundation and then stabilize.
Yo, this intro track makes me feel like everybody did me fucking wrong and I'm alone at night. That was a great introspective kind of intro. Nothing too crazy, just something to set the mood. So I'm ready to see what's next. Track 2 is Let That Sink In. One thing about Gunna, you know his production will be fire. I can put some poochie on her coochie, yeah, I'm nasty. I've been giving them love on my Let's go.
I'm texting.
Yo, the production so far is kind of like dark and kind of a little bit sad.
Let me cook with a pots and pan. One just from Gucci, these ain't dapper dan. Let these niggas be goofy, I got a master plan. Got my feet kicked up, I'm kicking like Jackie Chan. 1500 and nothing, I got a pay from rent. Don't let that go over
these
your
vibes
head,
are nice and smooth, man. They're not too crazy, but just enough to like vibe out and nod your head. Solid tracks, man. The first two tracks are pretty, like, they're cool. They're not too crazy, but enough, you know, get you vibing and going. Track 3 is Just Say That.
Yeah. About to drop it, they go with the Maybach. Ain't no more warnings, I'm telling you, stay back. All that loose talking, they come and relate.
Yeah.
I know the singles is getting outdated. You wanna feature that nigga, just say that.
Hey, one thing about Gunna, you can come with whatever you want, but you do want him as a feature.
Nigga ain't trim. I know this bitch on the limb. Charge of the Amex. Working out at the Patriot Stadium gym. I done got rich off my aliens. They come and pay me and they know the drill. Working on my little lady friend, getting Mercedes-Benz, came out this year. Playing with Chucky and Chin.
Yo, he's that flow where you can just get lost in what he's saying, man. That shit is so nice. Like, it's hard not to vibe to this, man. Just nod your head, man. Relax and just vibe out. You can say whatever you want about Gunna. I personally don't think he's a snitch just because it was an Alfred's plea, right? But, you know, Thug is gonna keep taking shots for like probably the rest of his life. And, you know, all I care about is the music. Just that song right there, just 2 minutes, right? But he said enough. Just say that. If you want a feature, just say that. And most people, anybody would love to have Gunna. They're just scared of having that stigma, that snitch like kind of stigma towards them. But one artist that don't give a fuck is Offset. And him and Gunna, whenever they link up, and I see that track 6 right there, you know it's about to be fire. Anybody will be able to benefit if Gunna is on their song. Anyways, track 4 is GP. So far, the album has been in a slower tempo.
That my little what she been pulling up on, come right to the spot. Nice. Stomach, play with that pussy, play with some more money. Young nigga rich and I keep a hoe coming. Shares on my face, all I see is abundance. Caught the new color in the truck like it's nothing.
Let's go.
Riding the spaceship with stars on the roof, and you still watching out for the Johnnies. The broken I heard is contagious. Been rapping all night and I counted up.
Gosh, his flow right now is fire.
Pull up with 10, she know I appreciate it. Pull up to the crib, the neighborhood gated. Residency for the summer is baby. You see a face, I pay. Stacking more cakes than Danish. We lit across the states and they hate it.
Yo, that song was only 1.5 minutes long. That shit is criminal. He was flowing on that one, and that beat was nice as fuck. A lot of these tracks are extremely short. They're 2 minutes. So far, the longest one is 3 minutes. But that one was only 1.5 minutes. That's only my only gripe so far is we're getting these chill vibes, right? And I like that, but the songs are so short, man. Just let me vibe out. Anyways, track 5 is Sack Pace, I think that's how you say it. Whoa, what the fuck? The intros to the tracks, man, they really just grab your attention. Oh shit.
Yeah. Got pounds to this cake. West that late when I'm not in that 8. Rather been 6 tray in a gunmetal gray. Pop my way, can't get out of their way. It's still all in their face.
This is the shit you play in the whip with the windows down.
Stuck on my t-shirts and layers. I peep out the cut like
oh my gosh, this one is extremely fire.
Got time, my key ends on my mind, having multi-million-dollar meetings in the air. I stash Mr. Cash, but don't tell Uncle Sam.
So far
out the road,
is really fucking nice. But that's every Gunna album. I've noticed that so far we're keeping that same vibe, that same energy, that kind of like darker, somber tone with that same BPM throughout the majority of the tracks, track 1 through 5. And I'm liking that vibe. I hope there's a switch up coming soon though, because I do like that turn up Gunna. But so far it's pretty good. Track 6 is At My Purest featuring Offset, and I've been looking forward to this track.
Overseas in Europe, I hit Zurich, bought a watch. Kicking at my purest, my influence worth a lot. Got my bitch the Euros, that I skirt to that drop. My hoe go crazy. Count up, stacking these presidents. Know this shit get treasures. Echo, taking these chances. Business man, I barely drive. I bought me 2 new caddies. Rockstar brought my crotch. Rico and hot tops.
Offset came to the track. Nice.
Miami, Kawasaki with 2 pots. She fought with the top. Cashed out, ice me yacht.
That was a smooth transition.
I did plain Jane, my lady went frost. This shit is insane. They thought I'd fall.
Oh yeah.
The fans come out the exhaust. Ferrari spider climb up the wall. She learning to deal with a dog. The double of stars, she Mars. I told her to beat it, get off.
Yeah.
I don't wanna be fucking with stars.
Nice, man. The way Offset came onto the track was very smooth. That transition was nice. And his flow on this, great. You know what? For that track, I did expect more of like a up-tempo, different kind of Gunna. A little bit more of kind of like back at it, and then or a little bit like a Prodderdom. But we're continuously getting this vibe, and I'm not mad at it, but I do hope there's a switch up, because for 25 tracks, you are going to need to switch it up, man. I don't care who it is. That's a lot of music. You definitely got to switch it up a little bit to kind of keep the interest of the listener. So far, I'm rocking with it, but I'm just getting scared that towards the middle or end of the album, we're going to be like, okay, this is kind of the same thing that we've been hearing. Anyways, track 7 is Biding My Game. I tell you again, man, those intros.
Chop out the brain.
Oh, yeah. This is what I was waiting for.
Money, power, and fame. Risking their life for these millions. Buying my game. I got it, giving them ways. Bust down the skittle.
Yeah.
Dog out the kennel. Niggas always talking, they love to sing riddles. Here, preacher boy, you a sinner. That pillows. The rug on the floor, chinchilla. I told my bitch, no more fillers.
This is fire right here.
Too pretty, she skinny in the ways.
That shit was extremely fire. That was a slight switch up, but just enough to kind of get me going, man. That shit was pretty fucking fire. I like Biding My Game. Amazing track. Alright, track 8 is Prototype. I gotta be honest, man, I'm not really feeling the beat.
Copy that style and you ain't do it right. Never get petty, I ain't petty, I'm a real boss. They count big fatty, you can
yeah, Prototype, not the biggest fan of it. It was kind of hard for me to finish that track. It was kind of like the same thing. It was going to be repetitive, almost similar to everything that we heard from the beginning of the track. He did switch it up just a tiny bit, but even then it wasn't like nothing crazy. Anyways, track 9 is WGFT featuring Burna Boy.
You getting fucked tonight? Who getting fucked tonight? You getting fucked
oh shit.
She getting fucked tonight.
That's what it stands for?
She getting fucked tonight. She getting fucked tonight. She getting fucked tonight. Wanna feel it inside and get with me is enticing. Your pussy is my vice. I see you, we gon' fight.
That instrumental is fucking crazy. Very mellow, but enough to get you like nodding your head and vibing.
Don't bring your friend if it ain't gonna be a threesome.
Oh shit.
I'm tryna freak some. And I see you're a sweet one. You're a freak, it's a demon. And I'm just one more about it. I don't really mean none.
This is low-key a vibe, man. You just close your eyes and, you know, just get lost. Those background vocals are hilarious, but still fire. Solid track, man. I think the instrumentals do a really great job of kind of setting the mood, and their flows over that just really add on top of it. Great track. Alright, track 10 is Forever Be Mine with Wizkid.
She don't do no womanizer. I stroke her and give her massage. I push her and tell her to strive. What's found on my letter recline. Guys,
so far it's just cool, man. I mean, it's cool, nothing too crazy, but kind of heard this already.
In your ocean, baby girl come with emotion. They make me lose my composure. My lady one of a kind.
Oh, okay.
Chasing the money and you did back on my mind no more. I did.
Okay, that's fire right there. This is carrying the track. Alright, Forever Be Mine, solid track. Nothing too crazy from Gunna's part, but Wizkid though, Wizkid did his fucking thing. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Wizkid kind of carried that one. That was fire. Alright, track 11 is Again. We're really sticking to that somber tone, that slower tempo.
I just keep ringing, I'ma be ringing your line once again. I done been drinking, I was just thinking, when we gon' fuck again? Her pussy licking, her pulling up, I wanna make love again.
Oh yeah,
I wanna take the shit up.
This is one of the ones.
I done been drinking, I was just thinking, when we gon' fuck again? Her pussy licking, her pulling up, I wanna make love again. Shooting a 100 pack, she thinking I'm taking a 100 pack. I won't fuck her hard till we stumbling. You're gon' wanna right when she coming in. I jumping in out and doing jumping jacks.
Yeah, this shit is fire. I'm not gonna lie, this was fire. We all thinking about that one person when listening to the song. We know exactly who's on our minds right now. Alright, Again was pretty fucking fire. I got lost in the vibes, but we all know who we were thinking about when that song was playing. That shit was pretty fire. A lot of vibey tracks on here. Alright, track 12 is Endless.
Why these niggas wanna envy me? Filling their hearts with envy. Niggas going for an image.
Okay, this is the Gunna flow I was looking for a while.
Mixing it up, be a chemist. Scope. It feel like I've been here before. That money make a young nigga glow. That thing make a pussy nigga troll.
Yo, his flow over this instrumental is fucking fire.
That soft flash show, oh net, pets, selling them whole.
Yo, a lot of these tracks have like the similar tempo, right? And I've said that a few times now. But I ain't mad at it, because this is one of those albums where you just kind of let loose. I was looking kind of expecting something like a few songs along the lines of Fuck You Mean, Back at It, Cash It. But nah, we got a different kind of vibe from Gunna. And I'm assuming this is his last album under YSL. That's what people are saying. So that's why he's kind of like just giving this right here. And I ain't mad at it though. It's still pretty fire. Track 13 is I Can't Feel My Face featuring Nietzsche. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Still trim, tell him 8 pants, they all him. All them off wrist, they know it's him. I probably win an award. Coupe with suicide doors. Look at this bitch, they don't know what's him. I'm really rich on do for the ground. Take out a chain.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this was kind of, it was okay. Like, I really like the instrumental.
Try to get the plug to a plan, put it in a socket.
It's kind of like something that we've already heard already.
Any hood that I step, they respect home. Any day of the week, having stuff on. New convertible, still got the roof on. I put black and gray paint on the two.
Who is this?
Stuck in the game, whoa. Double up push. How about them suicide?
Damn. I didn't know who the fuck that was.
Flash, yeah, they point and looking.
Yo, Nietzsche really impressed. I think that's how you pronounce it, but that was Nietzsche was pretty fire. Yeah, the rest of the track was pretty repetitive, but Nietzsche really did his thing. Track 14 is Podcast.
Down bad. I done turned these niggas to a podcast. They can hit a Bentley when I drive past. Let them take a picture forever last.
Wait,
whatever you do, you been I never.
He said I didn't turn them boys to a podcast. Is it because every time they just talk about him? I think that's what he's referring to, like throwing subtle shots.
Look how you got rich, but your man hold a grip. When I pick up euros, gotta travel with a visa. Kicking in on that yacht, I'm rocking a Rick on beater.
Yeah, man, so far we're kind of falling into the trap of long albums where everything kind of sounds similar. Maybe it's just a listener's routine. It's not bad, it's just like, you know, we've gotten the same vibe for a while now. Man, it's kind of like the same thing over and over again. I'm starting to get bored. Track 15 is Clubhouse.
Clubhouse. Step my kiss to a spout. I'm trying to hold out. Treating this shit like a drought. Pay me the full amount. I see millions and billions. These best for my well-being.
Yeah, man, I gotta be real with you, bro. We're getting the same track over and over now, and I really do fuck with Gunna. I listen to him a lot, bro, a lot. But man, this is like the same kind of, not recycled beat, but similar tempo. The flow isn't really changing as much. Yeah, like when you hear the first 30 seconds of the song, you already know how the rest of the song is gonna end, and it's only 2 minutes long, the song. So it's like, there ain't too much room for like change. Anyways, track 16 is Satisfaction.
I'm out here on this road. I'm searching for my own satisfaction. I'm sailing across the globe. Trying to protect my soul, keep me happy.
See, this one has an extra layer to it. You can already tell the difference.
I ain't home. I can change the climate, but my
the
heart
claps
cold.
and the beat are so fire.
I grew up around niggas, dark as charcoal. Tell me one time, you don't know how far I go. I'm in my zone and I'm far gone.
Who's
For
that?
myself, satisfaction.
Okay.
When I want these in a good light on. For myself, satisfaction.
Yeah, towards the end of that track, I was starting to like, you know, just kind of get lost in the vibes right there. Overall, great track. Added another layer than what we've been hearing so far, so I fuck with that one. Track 17 is Fuck With Your Boy.
Take me helicopter and then pull to corner. Got me a business lawyer helping shut on cover.
I'm not gonna lie, that sound of the instrumental is really moving me.
In 3-4 years, I multiplied the number. Ancient dollars and words, you ain't gotta say we brothers. Piling up in the Maybach, this is Mercedes shoulder. Look how we made our way, so it's okay to struggle.
Okay, yeah. So far, we're getting into that trap with really long albums where it's kind of sounding repetitive and things changing too much. Fuck With Your Boy. I only really like that kind of like soulful sound in the instrumental. Other than that, it was kind of like, all right, man, we're just kind of here sitting down and the vibes aren't really there anymore. So we're going to keep moving on. I might have to skip forward to a few tracks just because like it ain't nothing too crazy on first listen. Like this is probably one of those albums where you got to listen to multiple times. I mean, we started off strong, right? But once you get to like 25 tracks, right? To have a similar sound the entire album, that's where it's tough. And I don't care who the artist is. They give me Michael Jackson. You're putting the same song, track 125. It's kind of like, all right, man. It's like, we've heard this already. Track 18 is On Me.
Who would ever thought I'd be a real problem?
Oh shit, that bass is crazy.
Blue and green dollars. All the time I've been the one that lead. Follow me.
Okay, this is fire right here.
Help a nigga feel better.
Introspective Gunna's top tier.
In a I'm living out my dream and it ain't all far-fetched. I bought the P with vibes, this ain't no propeller jet on me.
Okay, that was On Me is absolutely fire.
On me. If that's on me, that's on me. Fighting the same my life, they want me kill some.
Yeah, On Me was fucking fire. I love Introspective Gunna. Introspective Gunna is top tier, bro, I swear. And over that instrumental, you can never go wrong. Alright, track 19 is Rare Occasion.
I these niggas afraid they got too many faces. One gonna pull it another in this rare occasion. They say I'm amazing, all my shit be wavy. One got it on fire, they say your boy blade.
Yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of Rare Occasion. I saw where it was going. It was the similar flow throughout the entire song. And it just, yeah, it wasn't really doing nothing for me, man. Track 20 is Made For This Shit. Like, if the album was 12 to 15 tracks, this would be a different story. But now it's kind of getting into filler mode.
Working, I be trying to get back, plus more these niggas can't feel my pain. Caught in this shit, ain't no stopping it, I can't even tell you what's in my brain. Got my own style and no copying, and you can tell it just ain't a fake. To my
Alright, Made For This Shit, it's a cool track, man, not bad. I mean, it's not the greatest one, but it's pretty solid, man. Like, I would go back to this. Track 21 is CFWM. I'm actually really surprised that we got almost an entire album with just very similar beats.
They can't fuck with me, I shake the ground when I speak. Caught a new Ferrari, they see flames when I speak. Pet peace.
Yeah, man, we're kind of falling into that trap again. Alright, Can't Fuck With Me. On the first listen, I didn't really want to kind of finish that song just because, like, it was, I know the vibe already. I know what's going to happen, but I promise you, and I think I know myself, on the third, fourth, or fifth listen, that one's going to grow on me. I already know, just because of the subject matter. But at the same time, like, on first listen, it's like, I'm getting listener's fatigue because this is 25 tracks long, man, and most of the tracks been like a similar tempo and similar flows, and I fuck with Gunna heavy. It's just that, I don't know, man, there's not too much variety in here. Anyways, track 22 is What They Thinking. As soon as I said that, we got something completely different already.
Raw, solid with no cut. Niggas broken out of touch. These diamonds I got them crushed. Yeah, cardiac crash cost a whole lot of books. I bought a sculpture of a butt. These niggas dying, acting tough.
What?
And they coming in the clutch.
With track 22, What They Think You, we got something different in terms of the instrumental and production. But Gunna's flow kind of stayed similar. So there wasn't nothing like too out of there. I mean, the instrumental was different, but it was nothing too like outside the box. So again, just another track where I'm just like, ah. Track 23 is Showed 'Em.
Millions off of music I sold. International, I went global. They shiver when I spit, I got to hold this verse. My bitch gotta be a 10, like the same as my perk.
Again, we're going into that trap. I'm repeating myself now, man. So I'm just gonna go on to the next track. Track 24 is Won't Stop.
Thought I told you time and time again, this shit won't stop. I bag it show by show, I'm trying to triple and double the pot.
Damn. See, his presence when he came out to the track was different right here. Yo, this was the Gunna I was waiting for.
I cook like a chef on Mr. Chow, just like a perk, I'm in her mouth. Niggas is spins my turf, I got out of dirt without no doubt. When they keep coming, they coming, we saving the winter, this summer we wildin'. I can't even call it freestyling, I'm one of the designer, the style ain't free. Travel to go like a charter, I'm going back this out of the
you can already feel the different energy on this track. Yeah, this one right here is pretty fire. This one I do fuck with heavy. You can hear the difference in his flow, presence especially. Alright, that one, you see, track 24, that was a banger. Track 25 is Him All Along.
Screw me duck, got one of my rooms all flooded with gold. I done bought 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 carat in stones.
Oh my gosh, why'd you wait till the album again? It was fucking fire.
Smash all you itty bitty rappers in a minute, I was trying to prolong. Coupe Jeff Gordon, I got the foreign imported. Knew we sold out the Barclay, now we gon' sell out the garden. Drop 'em up, fuck up the market, y'all gonna really a Martian.
Yeah, he's definitely vaguely talking about people that have called him out or like are going at him online. Alright, that concludes the first reaction to the last one by Gunna. And I gotta be honest with you, man. Gunna's my guy, but I feel like this album would have benefited if he would have like shortened the album. I think between 12 to 15 would be like the max for me. If you really want to be very critical, I think if you shorten this to 10 tracks, get rid of the filler, it will be extremely fire. I mean, I was there for like the vibes that this album had. It was a different album than what I'm used to from Gunna. Gunna's albums are extremely fire to me. And this one was a different tone than the rest of the other ones. Like, we had this very, like, mellow, somber tone. And typical Gunna subject matter, right? But he didn't have that presence. I mean, he was flowing, but he didn't have that presence. Like, let's say, Back at It, right? Cash Shit, Fuck You Mean. And those are just recent songs. If you look at back in his discography, right? There wasn't a track on here that really matches the energy of the other ones. And I'm pretty sure that was very intentional. Assuming this is like his departure album from YSL, I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to give him the hits, the bangers, the ones that are going to make a fuck ton of money. I'm pretty sure these were like tracks where it was like, all right, these are like cool tracks, just cool tracks, like enough to say people, for enough tracks and quality where people who fuck with me are going to rock with these. And people who are like casual listeners are going to be like, okay, this is all right. But nothing trash. None of these tracks are bad. I think these were just tracks where like he was okay of letting go and being able to get off his label. That's what I'm thinking right now. Because I know Gunna has like way more variety. I know he can really turn up. I know he can really change his flow. And I know he has those beats, those a different kind of production where he can go up tempo and really, really show out. Because he's done it time and time again. Even after being released, right? He's put out some fire and he's put out some hits. So like, for it to be on this album, not to be on this album, right? And we got like a huge section of filler. I'm pretty sure a lot of these tracks will grow on me. None of these tracks are bad. It's just like on first listen, I was getting listeners fatigue. I'm like, all right, man, we're getting something similar time and time again. I need something different. And he put the last two, some of the best tracks were the last two, and he put it at the very end of the album, man. I was like, yo, we needed this earlier, man. We needed this in the middle. But not a bad album, but it's not his best album. Like I expected more from Gunna, even though I still really rock on him. I'm still expecting another project that's gonna be fire. I would never go into a Gunna project thinking that I'm gonna hate it. I'm always gonna go into it thinking it's gonna be fire. And this one, not that I missed the mark, it's just like a little underwhelmed. But again, it's not a bad album. It's just that I don't think he was trying to give his bangers to YSL now that he's departing, or I think that's the rumor that he's departing from YSL. Anyways, man, what do I know? That's just like my kind of conspiracy theory. Let me know in the comments how you feel about this album. Be honest though, I know Gunna's fire. Gunna's one of my favorite rappers too, but we gotta be honest about the album. Also, if you're really rocking with me, go and subscribe. And if you really rock with me, go ahead and sign up for the Patreon. Full and uncut album reactions, early access to all the videos. But hey, just you watching the video really means a lot to me. Now, that's all I really got for you. Until next time, catch you on the next one.